Melanesia is the region of the Pacific north of Australia that borders Indonesia to the east. Originally, the name referred to people of darker skin, but it no longer describes the region's ethnic diversity well. The main islands of Melanesia include Fiji, New Caledonia, Vanuatu, the Solomon Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea and Indonesia share the island of New Guinea. Although quite a few islands on the eastern side of Indonesia have similar characteristics, they don't tend to be included in Melanesia's region. Melanesia also contains a lot of tourist islands with island resorts and beautiful beaches. Fiji is located in the eastern part of Melanesia with a population of almost 1 million. The most common spoken languages in Fiji are English and Fijian. There are 100 inhabitable islands, with 2 islands being home to most of the population. Fiji gained its independence in the year of 1970 after a century of British rule. Vanuatu has a population of 282,117, with the most common languages being Bislama, English, and French. The original name was New Hebrides and changed to Vanuatu when it gained independence in 1980. There are also active volcanoes on the small volcanic islands. New Caledonia is located in the southern part of Melanesia with a population of 279,821. The most common language spoken in New Caledonia is French. It is still a colony of France and was once a French prison colony. Slowly but surely, sovereignty is being given to the local island government. The Solomon Islands have a population of 623,281, with English being the most common language spoken. It is located east of the island of New Guinea and has over 1,000 islands. Only 80 of these islands hold the population as a whole. It was a colony of Great Britain, but managed to gain its independence in 1978. Papua New Guinea is the largest country of the Pacific realm, with a population of 8,418,346. The main language spoken are Hirimoto, Tok Pisin, and English. It received independence in 1975. Deep under the sea, there are volcanic vents that bring hot magma and minerals to the surface of the ocean floor, which makes for valuable exploitable resources.
The Micronesia area of the South Pacific is located north of the Solomon Islands in Papua New Guinea. Don't let its name fool you. Even though it is called Micronesia, it covers a large area. The micro part comes from the fact that the islands in this large area, are small in size. Usually only about a square mile is all. As the islands are so small and the Micronesia area so large, the area contains more than 2,000 islands. However, most of these islands are composed of coral and do not extend above sea level very much. Multiple islands in this region were critical during the World War II and still contain U.S. military bases on them. Guam is the largest island in Micronesia at approximately 210 square miles. Guam is a U.S. possession rather than an independent country. Since this island was such a strategic location during World War II, there are many major military installations located there. The Marshall Islands are also found in Micronesia. These islands were a testing ground for the U.S. nuclear weapons during World War II. As a result, most of them are uninhabitable. There are multiple tourist attractions located within Micronesia. Many of these islands are beautiful with sandy beaches, waterfalls, lakes and streams, mangroves, forests, and grasslands. However, the natural beauty is not the only tourist attraction. There are cultural attractions as well, such as the traditions of the Yapese people and the remnants of the Livu ruins in Kurosi that date back to as early as the 12th century. There are also many underwater attractions for divers. Since the area was so critical in World War II, there were wreck sites from that time. There is also the chance to dive with manta rays in this region.
Polynesia is the biggest of the Pacific Island regions. Polynesia, ironically, literally means many islands. Some of famous people that you might know are Moana, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or Maui, Jason Momoa. Some of the great tourist places are the Easter Island heads or the Mamawa statues, or to the locations where the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogies were filmed in New Zealand. Fun fact, there are no bugs or venomous snakes in the French section of the Polynesian Islands. The Polynesian languages, there are too many to count, and sadly most of them are dying off because of English and Westerners coming and joining in with the population. But Many colleges and schools are trying to revitalize and save the Hawaiian language specifically. There are many different hobbies you could do in Polynesia. One is the wood carving done among the Moria people of New Zealand. The Polynesian cultures are very ancestral based and have been changed radically by Western colonization. So the Polynesian islands are located the farthest east of all the Pacific islands. The top island is Hawaii and the furthest south is New Zealand. Surprisingly enough, even though we view these islands often as like a paradise, it took a very long time to make these islands habitable.